for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Down. 52 is the mic. All day, every day, any day.
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Benjamin. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rivers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. He's got Allen. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Well, going over some notes in the pregame and looking at Phillip Rivers' record against Oakland, 18-8 all-time against them. And those 18 wins, more than he's had against any other team. And unless these two squads, unlikely, but unless they would meet up in the playoffs, this is the last time that Phillip Rivers will face the Oakland Raiders. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll toss it to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, Rivers. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. He completes it to Henry. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's got room. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing Rivers. Rolling to his right. And caught by Henry. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Rivers now to throw on first down. It's complete to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Derek Watt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr gives to Richard. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. On 1st down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And how about that for just running out the clock? The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's go. 25. Check 25.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He'll buy some time right. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Richard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And Matthews makes a grab. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
First and 10.
From midfield, here's Carr. Bears this out for Matthews. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 16-yard line.
Under 0. 10.
From the 16, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On 2nd and very short, Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Rivers now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. It's complete to Watt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
The toss right to Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Switch.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Rivers. He's got it to Williams. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Check. Hey, Rocket.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Block the team.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Henry. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Check 52. Come on. What we got? What we got? What we got? Watch out, watch out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
at the 21-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
You can't block me.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said and